One of the oldest inventions of human infrastructure alongside the so common well-known streets are the sidewalks. Their history spans over some 4,000 years, starting with the mighty ancient Hittites and the Corinthians joining them, followed by the Romans, who also branded the term semeda for sidewalk or paved path. Later on, in European medieval cities, where you'd actually need some paved sidewalks, they disappeared, narrow roads being simultaneously used by pedestrians and wagons. After some certain events, people put their minds together and decided they want high-speed roads, and convened people should walk on the sidewalks. And that's the main point which is tried to be implemented to our very own days. Move people on the sidewalk and put cars in the streets. But as in the past this invention was victim to the lack of knowledge, indifference and bad city planning, nowadays a new pedestrians is on the rise, and he started to grab all the sidewalks. I'm talking about cars. Nah, not that. The real cars. The ones with wheels and brakes and people inside of it who park their cars on the sidewalks. Imagine that. You wake up one day, you're off work, want to get for a walk, and boom, there are 20 cars parked in front of you. Even Mario can't stand against something like that, and he has some grass and pavements in his way. So the main explanation on why there are so many cars on the sidewalks is mainly because of the lack of parking places and the fact that usually if you park your car on the sidewalk, no one will come pick it up. You can get at most a warning. Another cause would be the large import of brand luxurious cars, new cars from Western Europe. Just kidding. According to a new study, third of Ford cars here are at least 10 years old. By the way, the country I'm referring to is Romania. So like in every crisis situation, we have to go to the rule of law and see what it states. There has to be some explanation for why parking on the sidewalk feels like being totally legal. So as you'd expect, the law states that you're only allowed to park on the sidewalk or pedestrian pavement only if there's a specific sign that allows that. Now, this one, not that one, close but now, exactly, yep, that's the one. According to the letter of law, it is forbidden to occupy the sidewalk with immobilized vehicles, and when it is allowed, according to the signs of markings, the minimum width of the sidewalk left at the disposal of pedestrians must be at least 1 meter. Of course, for delivery or supply cars, there is a special permit you need to use to deliver. Also, you can actually immobilize the car, so to say, on the sidewalk for not more than 5 minutes. After that time, you're considered to already have parked it. But why do I waste your time with laws that you don't trust? So I'm gonna go straight to ask the experts. So yeah, I went on Reddit and my former classmates who dropped from college shared with me their knowledge. Apparently this is a common issue in other countries as well, and the restrictions are even harder. Look there, look at that Austrian, German, Swiss precision. It's like these people breathe to respect the law. Gotta say, people there have sent me some pictures with specific cars being parked accordingly and with details of their laws, which underlines that the only thing there is to do so the sidewalk parking won't be a problem anymore is to enforce that law. So as a quicker way to convey all this information, just to be clear for the drivers who apparently can read, yes, that happened. Some guy had a driving license and he couldn't even read. I will use a made up game to explain everything to you. The game is called Don't Park on the Sidewalk, man. So let's say you just bought this new BMW and you don't have a parking place because you need to show your social status, alpha males, and not your compliance to the law. And you live in a block of flats, and of course you see the first available patch of sidewalk and boom! Stick your car there with flex glue. You can only do that if 1. There's a sign which permits sidewalk parking, like the one before. If there's a sign, or is somehow regulated by the authorities, only then are you able to actually park it, only if you leave 1 meter for the pedestrians. 3. There is not a well-known rule, but so the distance from where the car is parked to the window for building must be at least 5 meters. But who cares? I'll just leave it here and hoping someone will actually start doing something. And just to be honest, this is a real problem that needs our attentions as citizens. Time out.